a bunch of topics. And then when they were hiring for somebody, he thought for sure they'd hire him because he'd already done all this work for them. And like, he got so pissed because they told him that they weren't going to hire him. But the reason they gave him that they weren't going to hire him is because he didn't live in the U.S., right? I won't say where he lives, but they said that they were at the time they were only hiring U.S. People. May or may not have been true. He got so mad. He's sometimes on this app, but then he starts going around to different apps. He's now like I don't know if he's CTO or what he is over on Chatter, but like he's finally got himself in as an employee status. I know he doesn't make much money because they don't have any money, but that dude is the fucking funny. Like, why would he fight to monetize? He's never opened a room that's drew more than 4 or 5 people anyways. Like, how is he going to utilize the monetization? So now that he's got like an employee role, I think he's leveraging that. I don't know exactly where he lives, but I'm guessing it's in a fucking part of the world that makes like maybe $3 a day. So, but that guy's fucking fake as shit.
Yeah, but he's super, super smart when it comes to
He's fake as shit, respectfully.
Respectfully, he fixed. I had a problem. He told me how to fix it, going to developer options. What?
Not carry on.
No, he's told me how to do it, going to developer options. He fixed it in a minute. I have been emailing Clubhouse, asking. But he's
Nozzle is help desk.
Yeah, he's like Geek Squad.
You know what I did find very distasteful, however? So over in the Million Marathon, we had this room where this woman was about to confront these people on the app who scammed her for thousands of dollars. Like it was an extraordinary amount. And
are you talking about Lindsay the horse?
Yes. I didn't know I was gonna say that.
Dude, I know all about this.
For Lindsay. That sounds like that.
She's the one who's still on here under a different name.
Oh my God, bring her into this fucking space. I want to say hello. I was like, yeah, that fucking room was, that was epic because it was a total lie. It was like a whole fabricated, I got scammed play, and I just, when I was in it, I believed it.
What was she collecting money?
Well, so I think it was to kind of like make this one. So Barbara Majeski was the one who supposedly got scammed. But interestingly, in and around this time, Barbara Majeski was also doing like some like TV stuff, and I think she was really trying to get traction, for herself. And I remember Grant had said something, and I'll never forget it. He was like, even bad publicity is publicity, like, it was weird because people were always coming after Grant for shit that he was saying. And then I was like, I actually think that he comes in and says shit like that on purpose, just to get people to kind of like look up his name and figure out who he is and, like whatever. So this ends up happening with this Barbara woman. And it was funny because in and around the time that she was like, going through this, she was trying to like.
And Barbara was like a TV personality. She was like known.
Promotion.
And it was so crazy because I felt like she was doing fine by herself, but I felt like she maybe thought that she was like obligated to kind of like bring people in with her, into some of her successful moments. Like I remember there was this point where Jonathan Bean's daughters came onto one of her morning shows or whatever, and it was a big thing, and he was like, thank you so much.
Angel, can you acknowledge that Jonathan Bing is the stupidest person on all of Clubhouse?